With a record 4.34 billion euro of the anti-competition fine for abusing the dominance of its Android mobile operating system, which is by far the most popular smartphone operating system in the world. Google said in a statement that it would appeal the ruling, arguing against the EU's view that its software is restrictive of fair competition.
The European Union has hit Google with a record-breaking $5 billion antitrust fine. That's nearly double last year's penalty over the Google shopping service. This time it's over its Android operating system for mobile phones, which regulators say is pushed on phone makers in a way that makes it too difficult for companies that aren't Google to get their apps on it. Think alternatives to Google Maps or the Google search engine, which often come pre-installed on the phones, along with the app marketplace called the Play Store. The EU's punishment only amounts to about 2 weeks' revenue, but it faces more if it doesn't change within 90 days. Reuters European tech correspondent Doug Busvine.
In practical terms, a fine of this order would represent an inconvenience, but not a threat to Google's business. Remember, last year's fine added up to just 2.5% of parent company Alphabet's annual revenues. Even if Google is forced to offer buyers of Android smartphones a choice of where to download their apps, many will simply go back to the Google Play Store. That's what they know, that's what they're used to, and that's what they like.
The Play Store and Google search engine are also big money makers through their ad revenue. Google says it will appeal the fine. It argues that its hold on advertising keeps its software free for consumers and low cost for third-party developers to work with, and that its chief competitor, Apple, uses a system that blocks rivals even more.
Google will fight tooth and nail to defend its position in the Android app universe and in mobile advertising more generally. Regulators are going to be dealing soon with companies worth $1 trillion or more. The race is on to see who's going to be first. At that size, they're not going to get any easier to rein in.
A recent study suggests that in Europe's biggest countries, 6 out of the top 10 most downloaded phone apps come from Google. The other 4 are owned by Facebook.
Well, that's our business. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, the headlines with Cash and Peter.